Yeah, it was on the news, like the actual news, which is pretty weird for a beauty product.
Yeah, it was a slow day.
It would make good content.
It feels good. It feels expensive. 18, welcome to today's video. It's Monday today. We know what happens on a Monday video. We're going to be reviewing another skincare product. This time it is the Australian Pink Clay face mask. Gosh, say that 3 times fast. Now I saw this little infomercial pop up on my Insta feed many times over, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to take the plunge and I'm going to see what it's all about, because a lot of people are hyping it up and saying it's doing amazing things. And the infomercial, albeit this isn't the same one that came up for me, but this one, it does suggest that it's going to be, you know, a pretty cool product to try out. When you click on the website and you go check it out, it is designed for men and women and for all skin types. Luckily, I have Adam to help me out this time around. He has a very different skin type to myself. Mine is pretty normal. The only areas I get a little dry is in the T-zone. I don't have oily skin, I'm pretty balanced. Whereas Adam does tend to get oily. He's the opposite in the T-zone, and he's dry on the perimeter. So let's dive in and see what it's all about. Now I do believe that is the pink clay that I ordered. You can hear my neighbours talking. Shut up, I'm trying to film. That's cool. That is definitely the Australian Pink Clay, because that was the company that I ordered it from. It was actually pretty quick. And there is the packaging. Pretty sleek. Pretty certain that a brush was supposed to come with this, but it looks like it's just the box with the clay. And I can't bloody open it with one hand. And here we are. It's cute packaging. Pink looks good on you. I will be slapping this on my face. And here it is out of the container. It's pretty much just a straightforward jar. It is, I don't believe it's glass. Maybe it is glass or just really hard plastic. As you can see, when you open it up, it comes with this little cap on it to let you know, hey, I'm fresh, I haven't been used before. It is quite thick on the inside. And it's very rosemary dense. The reason I keep looking off is because Adam is here, and I know it's been a minute and a half since he's been on the channel, and he's going to be putting this on our faces with me, because he's gone and done what I've done and shaved off most of his beard. He still has a moustache. That's enough talking. Let's put this on. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I was just rudely corrected that this is rose, is the scent, but it reminded me of rosemary, so that's why I said rosemary. But it is rose scented. Thank you, Adam. Directions for application. It does state that you need to have a clean and dry face with nothing on it. So things like perfumes, moisturizers, all of that jazz. Both of us have washed faces. Directions for use, it is directly on the bottle, and it's pretty straightforward. It says apply a thick, even layer to clean, dry skin. Avoid eye area, obviously. Eyebrows, hairline, and lips. Leave on for 10 minutes or until completely dry. Gently wash and remove any residue. Apply, and this is where they're doing their own like plug. Apply the moisturizer that they also create. I did not purchase that. I've only got this one. Now, it is everything that I've seen online, and like you've seen in the opening of this review, where I showed you the little infomercial that I found on Instagram. This is supposed to give you visible results. So it's supposed to give you brighter complexion and visibly smaller pores. Now I'm going to do a very big close-up here. There we go. Now I've freshly shaved today, so you can see my pores and you can see some of my wonderful teenage acne scars. But we'll see if it actually does anything. You know who this is, and if you don't, or actually, if you don't, go watch older videos. But he's back. He's minus a beard. Just got the mo. And we're going to put this on. Now it does, in the infomercial in the little video, the chick was using a brush, so we're going to use that. I'm pretty certain that you can use your fingers, but unless you're very thorough with your hand washing, you don't want to be putting that on a freshly scrubbed face because of all the bacteria and shit that's in it.
Correct.
Let's dive in. Hang on, before we do that, what do you think of the scent?
Rosemary.
Is it very strong? Is it overpowering? Is it subtle?
No, it's pretty strong. It smells like old lady.
It's very strong. And
very
you just...
rosy.
You hit that on the head. It literally smells like an old lady's perfume.
It's like if you go and kiss your nan on the cheek, that's what it smells like.
Kind of like musk and rosemary perfume.
Rose.
But rosemary sounds better.
Okay, because it's pasta.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
And it does say that you have to apply a thick layer.
How long do you put it on for?
10 minutes. Or until it's dried. And you're supposed to avoid hair lines and hair areas. Is it cold?
No. Maybe you should have put it in the microwave first. I'm sure that wouldn't have damaged it.
I'm pretty sure it's a plastic bottle.
Yeah, it's fine. Plastic, it'll be microwavable. Wonder if that would damage it, like if you put it in warm water. Like the container in warm water. Yeah, it's fine. It's not that bad.
If you haven't already gone and checked this out for yourself, I will link a lot of the stuff down below. 100% not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. This was very expensive to order just for this little tub. But it is taking like the media. I've seen it many times on my own Instagram page. And it is making waves.
Yeah, it was on the news, like the actual news, which is pretty weird for a beauty product.
Yeah. It was a slow day.
So this will make your skin look fantastic.
What does it feel like on your skin?
Fine.
Does it feel like oily or?
You can't actually even really notice it that much on your skin.
So it's light.
Yeah. Once it's on there, oh, that was cold.
That was a big patch of it.
Once it's on there, you don't even really notice it's there. Is it supposed to like dry up, or you just? Is it like a clay mask or what?
It says you can leave it on for 10 minutes or until it dries.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm assuming, and in the video that I watched that's playing at the start of this, she let it dry. I don't think it didn't crack, but it was like it visibly dried. You could see it was dry.
Oh.
Alright, have a look. Let me know what you think.
Jesus. I'm a ghost. Sure.
What does it feel like on?
It's not stinging, but you can kind of feel like it's there. Similar if you just put, like if you've just shaved and then you put moisturizer and stuff on your face, you'll get like that little tingle kind of thing. But
See, already I'm very sensitive to smell. Already that's like a lot for me. It feels good. It feels expensive. And that's because it was.
it's pretty small.
For that one little tub.
It's not that little.
Alright, well, actually now that it's on my face, I feel it. I can feel it where I've been where I was shaving.
Yeah.
I can feel it along the top of my lip. Kind of stingy.
Yeah.
Not aggressive, but it's like it's there.
Yeah.
And I can feel it along here where I cut myself shaving this morning.
That's where I can feel on my chin, where I always cut in the one same spot.
Yeah. Alright, well, 10 minutes or until it's dry. We'll see how we go. I just did a top up of the application. Apparently because Adam's application wasn't good enough. But I feel it now. It's not just a sort of stinging, it is stinging very subtly, but it's definitely stinging. I feel it all along my jawline, under my lip, and oddly above the eyebrows. Not on the eyebrows because obviously there's nothing on there, but just above the eyebrows. And I know in a lot of my previous face mask reviews that I've done, I feel tingling in that area. If anyone out there who understands what I'm talking about, let me know what the hell that is. Update, as you can see that little gap there, it is so itchy, very itchy. And I don't have any toothpicks on hand, so I had to use a fork. It has been on my face for 6 minutes now. It's definitely drying because it is getting very tight along my top lip, around my eyes, and just under the lip. Are you feeling any of that? Adam's an enigma and he doesn't feel anything. The alarm has already gone off. It has been 10 minutes, but we've decided to leave it on a little bit because it does say you can leave it on for 10 minutes or until it's dry. As you can see, it is dry enough to touch in some areas and it is starting to crack off of my skin. It is very tight, very tight. So here's hoping that it does actually have a visible effect after it comes off. All right, well, here we go afterwards. It is obviously off my face. You can hear Adam still washing it off of his face in the background. I'll wait for Adam to give a final thoughts. But my view so far, it's pretty good. My skin feels very tight, very smooth. And I leant in before we put the clay on our face and I showed you a close-up. This is directly after. Now you can see that my skin is a little bit irritated from the clay. I do tend to have sensitive skin though. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is it was supposed to visibly like tighten your skin, refresh your skin and shrink your pores. I don't know about you, but I mean, they're still there, but they're somewhat blurred. I'm not going to say that they're gone, but I'm happy with the result. Okay, so obviously it is off both of our faces now.
Finally.
I've already given you my kind of view and my first impression of having it on and then off. What would you say, like how does your skin feel?
Tight. And yeah, soft. And it's still like a little bit tingly, especially because there I haven't shaved in about
a while.
Yeah, 8 years. So yeah, it's still a bit sensitive there because it's just not used to it. But yeah, it was fine.
What do you think about? Do you think the price is worth, like the quality is worth the price?
Well, I think you'd have to wait until using it a few times because you've only used it once. So
I know, but their claim is that you're going to see like visible results. Your skin will be brighter, your skin will feel tighter, and your pores will be, again, fine lines will be noticeably reduced or blurred.
Then no.
See, I kind of feel differently, and that's why it's always important to get opinions from people with different skin types, because it will react differently to those kinds of skin types that are different to your own. I do feel like that I got a blurring effect. Obviously nothing's going to take away your pores and fine lines without very intensive surgery and a lot more money. Would you recommend?
If you have a lot of money, then otherwise no, I would not.
Whereas I would recommend. I'd recommend checking it out. I'm not sure if they do like come and try little pots. I'm pretty sure they don't, but for the fact that it's doing so well out there in the market for an indie Australian brand, I'm happy.
One thing I would suggest is probably don't leave it until it's completely dry, because it is very hard to get off. And then do not use a towel to try and get it off, like Hayden suggests, because it will rip parts of your skin off. So don't do that.
It's part of the experience. Thanks for watching, team. If you wanted to check this out for yourself, I'll link it all down below. You can go and see what it's all about. My final thoughts. It is the day after we applied the face mask to our face and washed it off and gave you a little bit of a rundown. I have to say my skin feels pretty amazing. It's very clear. Did it visibly shrink my pores? Maybe I was caught up in the moment. I feel like there was a blurring effect. All in all, for the price point, I think it's a good buy, and I really do recommend it. It felt really nice on the skin, and my skin does, I feel like that my skin looks so much healthier for having used it.